This is Ben, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about what your ex wants and if she wants to be back with you or not. Don't lead with emotions, lead with protocols, because your relationship is on the line, at least what's left of it. So we gotta protect it. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to upload a lot of videos about you getting your ex back. Now, does your ex want to be back with you or not? Most of the times, when a relationship breaks and the girlfriend or ex-boyfriend doesn't come back, it's because of power and control. And let me tell you what I mean. Usually, everything goes to dynamic of the relationship. Everything depends on the dynamic of the relationship. And I've worked with thousands of people, and every time is the same thing. The person who was dumped is way more eager than the dumper. As time goes by, this dynamic gets stronger and stronger and stronger, gets exaggerated. Dumper starts to obsess, dumpy starts to obsess, and dumper pulls back more and more. And that's exactly what I don't want to happen with you. If your ex left you, if you show them that you want to make it happen with them so badly, if they know you really want to make it happen, the more you push that angle, the weaker you get. And the more you give them confirmation that, yeah, okay, that was a good decision. You don't want to be with this guy because he cannot be with you. What is the right way to do this? The right way to do this is, first of all, you are like this flood of emotions. Maybe you cannot sleep, maybe you cannot eat, maybe you don't know what's going to happen next, maybe you're freaking out about your ex going with somebody else. All of these thoughts like possess you and they drive you crazy. If you're there, if you feel all of those things, make sure before anything else you download my book. The link is in the description. It's free. You can get it. State Control System, X-Pack Secret. I show you how to do this. But while I got you here, let me tell you quickly. If you're there, if you have all of those emotions and all those bad thoughts, you got to control those first. You got to control those before you approach your ex. And the way you can do this is I give you all of those techniques how to do it, the ice bucket technique, the thought combat, all the release emotion techniques. But you're going to look at this long term, because if you look at this as short term, you're going to freak out. Because you're going to think, whoa, she's gone. She doesn't want to be with me, so my relationship is over. But in reality, this is long term. If you guys had any long relationship, like anything more than 6 months, if you guys were anything more than just a fling, then your ex is not just going to forget about you. Because look at yourself. Is it easy for you to forget? No. So look at it as a little bit of a longer term game. That way you can calm down and interact from a better place. Otherwise, you cannot hold any space for yourself, and you see your ex, your messages, everything goes crazy. That's why it's cool when guys start to work with me. They put all the pressure on me, which is great, no problem. We talk about it, then they feel a bit better, and I say, look, this is cool. You gotta do this now, and you gotta take your time. Because these problems come up when your ex sees you cannot control yourself. And they look at you and say, wow, I just left after breakup and he fell apart. I don't need that. I saw in the relationship we had all of those problems, not this on top of that. You don't want that. So I'll give you about my successful clients. For example, Luis. Luis came to me, he was devastated. First of all, he told me your program is too expensive, I don't want to do it. Then he went back. 2 weeks later, he said, I did a bunch of these $47 products, they're bullshit. So I want to work with you. He cheated, which is not cool, don't cheat. But sometimes things happen, he cheated and he wanted to get the girl back. She was so angry, and I said, dude, right now, the first thing that we do that you should do as well if you want to get your ex back, we calibrate. We test the water, we see where she's at. So the first thing you want to do if you want to get your ex back, instead of running into no contact in terror, you have to see where she's at. If you're fully blocked everywhere, those are the most difficult cases. If you're fully blocked everywhere, that means we should instantly start working on releasing your emotions. But if you're not blocked, you calibrate. You calibrate, and basically you send the message that I give you to calibrate, and one of these 4 things could happen. Maybe she responds positively, maybe she responds neutrally, maybe no reply at all, or maybe negatively. Based on this, then we come up with a plan to move forward. See, we don't just jump into no contact. And this message that we send is pretty neutral. We don't apologize. We don't try to get back together. We just send a neutral message. And I cannot tell you what it is because it's a sequence of things you gotta do. Every scenario is different. Every response that you get is different. You gotta be able to calibrate the message that she writes back. And it also depends on how you are feeling and how your breakup was and how long you guys were together and if you have kids together or not, if you have cat together or not, if you live together or not. There are so many variables here. That's what you gotta do first. You gotta create a neutral atmosphere so the dynamic is not all in your ex's favor. So they just see that this is a possibility to stay in touch, because if you just push and you want to make it happen so badly, that's not gonna happen. Nobody ever got their ex back by being needy. Nobody ever got their ex back by opposite, no contact. Those are not permanent solutions. You could cry and go threaten your ex by, I'm gonna hurt myself if you don't come back, or maybe she comes back for some time, but that's not how you want your ex to come back. Or you may go and hide in no contact, which is a very passive aggressive move, and get your ex to have bad feelings. Like, she's not gonna sit and say, oh my god, he was so amazing that I miss him now. No, she'll think about the bad memories now. On top of that, you give her trauma for thinking like, what the fuck happened? You don't want to give them stress. That is not the right way to get attention from your ex. And the right way is you're assertive. You cannot fake it because she knows you. There's a way you have to be assertive. You have to know how to manage, how to redirect your bad thoughts, how to manage your emotions. You need to understand the inner game. You need to understand how to calibrate. You need to understand the social dynamics and the dynamics between you and her, so you can talk to her. That's why I text for you when you come to my program. I give you the text messages, you send a text, then you send me the reply, and then I show you what to do from there. This is real. This is not a bullshit thing you can just go watch a bunch of videos and work. You know, a lot of things you can find the answers online, all of the answers. For example, how to fix the refrigerator. You can call somebody, they come and fix it for you, and goodbye. It's fixed. You know, it's like engineering. But social engineering is different because your ex is different, because your relationship was different. No two relationships are the same. No two breakup situations are the same. So you gotta really navigate through this and make maneuvers based on what happened in the past and based on how the situation is. So that's why I always say you gotta be fully aware of your own emotional and mental state and physical state, and also your ex's. So you gotta be really, really aware to make the right decisions, and you gotta be fast. You gotta be your best. You gotta be in champion mode. You gotta be in beast mode to do the right thing. And it's impossible for most people because the breakup is such a huge shock and such a huge painful experience that most people cannot do it. If you want me to help you get your ex back, before anything else, make sure you download my book. The link is in the description. Look at the blueprint that I give you, the 4 steps of state control. Study it, see how I came up with it, how I studied it, how it helped me. Don't make emotional decisions. Don't lead with emotions. Lead with protocols, because your relationship is on the line, at least what's left of it. So we gotta protect it. First you, then the relationship. So go ahead, download my book and watch all of the videos on this channel. Subscribe, because I'm gonna upload more videos about this. Also, if you find this video useful, hit the like button, and don't worry, I'm going to help you get your ex back. This is Ben. I'll see you in the next video.